Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join me for today's NeedyMeds Overview webinar, Save on Healthcare Costs. I'm Carla, the Director of Education Initiatives. And before we get started, I'm going to offer just a few tips so you can make the most out of today's presentation. First of all, I encourage you to ask questions at any time using the Zoom control panel. Just know I will reserve answering questions until the end of the presentation. I tend to keep the question segment brief, so if I don't answer your question, don't worry. I will follow up with you by email, but also I encourage you to visit our website or reach out to one of our expert call center counselors, and of course, that contact information along with mine will also be included at the end of the presentation. So today I'm going to talk about what is NeedyMeds for those of you not yet familiar with us. I will cover what resources we offer that can help you, your loved ones, your patients, or your clients afford or save on healthcare expenses. We'll talk about the NeedyMeds drug discount card, which is another important cost savings option I think you'll be interested in learning more about. I'll cover some other resources we have that you may not be familiar with, and I'll offer some easy ways to stay in touch with us and up to date on healthcare topics. So let's get started with what is NeedyMeds. We are a national nonprofit that was founded about 25 years ago. That's our mission statement, but simply put, we connect people to healthcare savings and educational resources. And we do that free and anonymously through our toll-free helpline, 1-800-503-6897, and our website, needymeds.org. And as I said, don't worry, I will have that contact information up at the end of the presentation as well. So what we're going to dive into right now is talking about all of those healthcare cost savings options that you're here to learn all about. So let's get into that right now. So if you go to needymeds.org, you will find a healthcare savings tab. And that's where you will find all these different categories, which are ways to save on your medications and other healthcare costs. I'm going to talk to you now about what those different categories are and what they offer. So one of the most popular destinations on needymeds.org, and a reason a lot of people give our expert call center counselors a call, is for our patient assistance programs category. Patient assistance programs are usually supported by pharmaceutical companies and most of the time offer free, some of the time discounted, prescription drugs, usually name brand, to those that qualify. So basically, if you're looking for help affording a brand name drug, you'll want to search first for a patient assistance program because they offer the most savings. We also have a category labeled the $4 generic drug discount programs. And as you guessed, it's a great destination on our website for finding generic meds for a discounted price. And sometimes you may even find your prescription at a price lower than your insurance company, so it's worth checking out. If you find yourself in need of an affordable primary and preventive care provider, search our free, low-cost, or sliding scale clinic section for convenient locations for medical, dental, mental health, or substance abuse clinics. There are actually more than 18,000 clinics nationwide in this category. The coupons, rebates, and more section will connect you to discounted over-the-counter drugs, prescriptions, and medical supplies. Diagnosis information pages provide educational information and healthcare savings resources for those living with or caring for someone living with a specific diagnosis. And I think our diagnosis information pages are particularly helpful for those that are newly diagnosed. Diagnosis-based assistance program is another really popular destination on needymeds.org. So if you are if you are looking for help affording expenses related to a specific healthcare condition or diagnosis, I recommend checking out our diagnosis-based assistance program category. For the most part, this section actually does not include savings for medications, for the most part. What it does include instead are other cost savings options for other medical expenses that don't fall neatly under the category of medications. For example, maybe you need help affording medical equipment. Maybe you're seeking a program that will give you money, making it possible to take time off from some respite care. Maybe you need help with living expenses while receiving treatment, for example. Maybe you need help affording testing supplies, or maybe you're looking to get assistance getting a service animal. Basically, any healthcare related expense that is not a medication, you'd want to check out this diagnosis-based assistance program category. And as you can tell by the examples I gave, the programs really do vary greatly in the cost savings they provide for different healthcare expenses. If you or your family, a loved one, or patient and client are still being impacted by the pandemic, visit our COVID-19 Resources Center. It's full of programs for those still experiencing financial hardships and struggling with healthcare expenses due to the COVID-19 coronavirus. We've been told by many of our users that oftentimes getting to and from a doctor, specialized facility, or hospital, for example, can cause its own financial burden. So we've put together a destination, medical transportation section is the name, that can help you afford medically related transportation expenses. We also have categories that provide camps, retreats, recreational programs, and educational scholarships for people of all ages living with or caring for someone living with a specific diagnosis. I also recommend checking out our government programs section. This is another important destination to search for government-funded healthcare programs in your state. And it also has pretty exhaustive information and reputable and reliable website links if you need help about Medicare or Medicaid. So now let's switch to talk about another important way you can save money on your meds, which is with the NeedyMeds drug discount card. The drug discount card offers those not using insurance a way to lower the price of their medications. Like other drug discount cards, the user simply takes the card along with a valid prescription to the pharmacy and see if a savings is available. The NeedyMeds drug discount cards comes in a plastic card form that looks like a credit card. The example is on your screen right now, but you can also print out and cut out the NeedyMeds drug discount card from our website, and that's what it looks like. We know that there are other cards out there, but I wanted to point out that the NeedyMeds drug discount card is free and anonymous. We do not track any personal data, so confidentiality is guaranteed. The NeedyMeds drug discount card requires no registration, no enrollment, there are no residency requirements, and the card doesn't need to be activated. It's ready to go. And I'm happy to share that the NeedyMeds drug discount card is accepted in more than 65,000 pharmacies nationwide. The NeedyMeds drug discount card can be used to save up to 80% off the cash price of prescription meds. It can be used to save on over-the-counter medications or supplies as long as they're written as prescriptions. And you could even use the NeedyMeds drug discount card to save on human equivalent pet meds. And if you'd like to learn more about that, check out our upcoming webinars to look for live webinars and presentations about how to use the NeedyMeds drug discount card to save on pet meds. So the big question we get all the time is who can use the NeedyMeds drug discount card? And the simple answer is anyone. The only rule is that our drug discount card cannot be combined with insurance. So if you're uninsured, you can use the drug discount card anytime. If you have insurance, you may choose to use the drug discount card instead. And you may do this if, for example, you find your medication isn't covered under your insurance, for example. Maybe you have a high copayment. Maybe you find yourself in a coverage gap. Maybe you have a high deductible, or maybe you've exceeded a cap for drug coverage for the year. Just a quick reminder, I do see some questions that already came in, and I will do my best to answer all of them. Again, if you do have a question, go ahead and submit it in the chat or question section, and I'll do my best to answer it, because we're just going to keep moving right along. And next, we're going to talk about some other resources that NeedyMeds offers that you may not be aware of. First of all, we do have a ton of printed materials. So if you are interested in receiving any free information packets, we're happy to mail them to you. And this includes our most popular brochures, our drug discount cards, and various informational packets. We also, I'm happy to let you know, do have electronic versions of our most popular printed materials on our website. We also offer customized trainings. So for free, of course, you can schedule an interactive presentation, a remote webinar, for you and your staff or group that will be customized to your needs. We also offer a whole host of partnership opportunities that I wanted to mention in case you are here joining us representing a business or an organization. One of the very popular partnership opportunities we offer is that we can create a free customized drug discount card with your business's or organization's name and logo. So reach out to us if you're interested in any of this information. And again, I will have our contact information at the end. However, you can always reach out to our expert call center counselors and they will direct you accordingly. I also wanted to share that we do host other websites that I hope will prove valuable to you, such as freeclinicfinder.org, which will help you locate affordable, convenient healthcare providers. bmedwise.org has educational information on the safe use, storage, and disposal of medications for better health. safeneedledisposal.org will show you how and where to safely and responsibly throw away home-generated sharps and needles. And planforpassingon.org is a website designed to help you plan for your passing as well as the passing of loved ones. I also wanted to cover some easy and fun ways you can stay in touch with NeedyMeds. Of course, you can follow and like us on social media, which we hope you do: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Following and liking us does help to spread the word about NeedyMeds, and more importantly, it's a great way to keep you informed about what we're up to. We also have the popular NeedyMeds Voice, which is our blog, a great way to stay current on healthcare related topics. We also have a NeedyMeds YouTube channel, which I really do recommend subscribing to because we upload all of our webinars, presentations, and videos to our YouTube channel. That's important because if you subscribe, you'll be notified when new content is added, and it will assure you that you don't miss out on any presentations or webinars you are interested in. Also, because we do our best to cover a ton of information in our webinars, we feel that or at least we've been told, it's a great resource that people can refer back to the presentations as well as share them with others that may be interested. We also have a bunch of e-newsletters, announcements, and alerts that we hope you subscribe to. For example, we have a monthly NeedyMeds e-newsletter titled Vitals, We have a monthly e-newsletter titled How to Be MedWise. We send out webinar announcements twice per month, so you'll know what's on our calendar. And so you can sign up for webinars you're interested in right away. That's important because sometimes space is limited. And we also have email alerts, so you can receive updates about both patient assistance and diagnosis-based assistance programs. So just a reminder, again, you could submit questions if you'd like to. I see a bunch already came in. So as we get to those, I want to leave our contact information up as promised. So if you are interested in ordering one or a bunch of our drug discount cards, brochures, and printed materials, you can drop an email to info@needymeds.org. No amount is too small, and certainly no amount is too large. If you have any questions about what I covered during today's webinar, you are interested in any partnership opportunities I had the chance to cover, or you have any questions about any of the content I covered during this presentation, don't hesitate to reach out to me personally. My email address is carla@needymeds.org. And of course, the contact information for our toll-free helpline and our website is at the bottom of the screen. And I'll leave this screen up so that as promised, as we get to those questions. So one of the first questions that came in pretty early on, and I'm really glad I have an opportunity to address this, is simply, when is the call center open? And I realized I probably didn't mention that, and that's a pretty important piece of information. So the NeedyMeds toll-free helpline, which again is 1-800-503-6897, is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. Keep in mind, however, NeedyMeds is based in Massachusetts, so that's Eastern time. I'm also happy to share that we do have Spanish-speaking counselors. Thanks for the question. So another question that came in, which we get quite a bit, which is, how does NeedyMeds support itself? So NeedyMeds relies and receives funding from a number of sources. Like other nonprofits, we do rely on grants. Let's see, we actually sell a software that we created titled Path Tracker. I'm actually glad I have an opportunity to mention this, because those of you that are joining us from other nonprofits or businesses, if you and your staff help your patients or clients with patient assistance program applications, you know it can be time consuming. Well, Path Tracker is a software we designed to eliminate the administrative burden of manually submitting and tracking those patient assistance program applications. So we do get funding from selling that software. Again, titled Path Tracker. If you're interested in learning more about that, drop me an email. We also syndicate information on our website. We do have advertisements on our website, and we do partner with pharmaceutical manufacturers to help them establish and operate patient assistance programs. No surprise, like other nonprofits, we also do rely on donations. So if you do have a bit of room in your budget, we'd really appreciate it if you came on board as a donor. Every dollar makes a difference. But if you don't have room in your budget, you can also support us by simply spreading the word about NeedyMeds. And you can do that by following and liking and sharing us on social media, by handing out drug discount cards to family members and in your community, and even just subscribing to any one of the ways I mentioned to stay in touch with us. That's helpful. So let's see, another question that came in is, where can I find all savings options for costs related to a diagnosis? And this is an important question. A lot of people turn to NeedyMeds because they are looking for help affording a specific medication. But don't forget, NeedyMeds can also help connect you to programs that can save you on expenses that maybe don't fall neatly under the category of medications. I gave examples of those when I was talking about diagnosis-based assistance programs. So out of all of those healthcare categories that we went over early on in the presentation that can be found under the Healthcare Savings tab on NeedyMeds.org. There are a bunch that allow you to search according to diagnosis. And the categories where you can search according to diagnosis, which means you will be connected to all educational and savings programs related to that diagnosis. Those include, you can search for particular diagnoses under the coupons, rebates, and more category. Let's see, under the diagnosis information pages, of course, in the category for diagnosis-based assistance programs. You can also search by diagnosis for programs under the medical transportation cost category, retreats, camps, recreational programs, educational scholarships, as well as state-sponsored programs under the government programs category. I hope that helps. So as I said, I do try and keep the question segment brief. If you did ask a question that I didn't get a chance to answer, I apologize. I will get back in touch with you, or another staff member will, as soon as we can. However, if you do need an immediate response, don't hesitate to drop an email to info@needymeds.org, or of course, reach out to one of our expert call center counselors at 1-800-503-6897. Thanks so much again for taking time out of your day to learn more about NeedyMeds. We do hope you stay in touch. Have a happy and healthy rest of the week. Take care, and thanks again.